I tend to be primarily inspired by just really, really good writing, and then I'm very jealous and inspired of the actors that end up getting to do that really good bit of writing. I've always been a huge fan of Andrew Scott and Cillian Murphy, which sounds very biased as a fellow Irish actor, but what do you do? And Ciarán Hinds, who's also Irish, is a big hero. But yeah, I'm constantly inspired by talent. When I'm moved by something, and if it happens to be a talent that I haven't come across, then it's even particularly more exciting. It's an exciting time to be an actor, I think. The talent is extraordinary. The diversity of the talent and the diversity of styles and the diversity of writing and storytelling is just brilliant. So yeah, I'm inspired in a different way all the time, I think. The audition process was quite straightforward in that, like so much stuff now, I got a self-tape request through, because we're in an era of self-taping, which is, I think, a really good thing, because it means that you can throw your hat in the ring from the comfort of your own bedroom and give yourself the time to do the best work that you can in a comfortable environment. So I did the self-tape, and I actually got offered it the following day, which doesn't usually happen like quite so quickly. But I think they had cast Sean Daniel Young, who's my superb scene partner. I'm such a fan of Sean, he's amazing. And when they saw my tape, I think they could just see that this would work from a sort of physical and emotional level together. So it was quite straightforward, thankfully, because I fell in love with the story so quickly. So I'm thrilled. I mean, similarly, if a self-tape came through from America, because I have an American agent, which was at the time a very, very recent change to my team, I guess. And when things like that come on to the table, you just sort of think, well, this is an impossibility. But you just do the tape, and it was a good few months because it was during COVID. I didn't even think of what stuff was being filmed and everything. And I got a call saying that the director, who's actually a Welsh guy, coincidentally, wanted to just have a chat on Zoom, and then I got offered it. So it's, again, all done remotely, even for things like that are a very large scale like that. Decisions can be made over the internet, which is mad, but it sort of makes the world a little bit smaller. It feels as though it's more attainable, these big dreams, and that one was certainly a very, very big dream, so I had a lot of fun. I don't think an actor necessarily needs to be best friends with their agent. I'm very close with my agent, and we are very good friends, but I don't think that that's a requirement, because everyone has to sort of be respectful to the type of person that they are as individuals, and perhaps to the agent themselves. Like we're talking about personable relationships, but what's important is the professional relationship, and professionalism is key. If you have a good friendly relationship with your agent, that's great. I don't think it's going to necessarily be better or worse than if you didn't have a friendly relationship with your agent, but you had a professional relationship. So I don't think it's a big deal. Social media is a funny one. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a necessary evil, because it's totally unnecessary. I guess I've always found it quite useful as a singer and a musician as well. If I was having a gig on, it's a very easy way for me to promote that gig. But as an actor, I'm not sure if it's particularly useful one way or the other. I'm sure there are circumstances in which it is very useful. When it comes to being recognised, it doesn't happen like a terrible amount, but it's sort of just nice to be courteous and say thank you, because people tend to say, I recognise you because I enjoyed the show that you just did, or whatever. Yeah, it's all just about being nice, isn't it? Yeah. The best piece of audition advice I got was at drama school from George Hall. And he said, give yourself the amount of time it takes to drink a beer, to wallow, consider, stress out over the audition that you've just had. And I'm the first person to admit that it takes often like a lot longer than that. But if you can just allow yourself that time, in terms of like a piece of acting advice, I think just be real. Just be real to yourself. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. So that's Danny Sapani there, and we just did a wonderful production of King Lear, and I was playing Edmund, and that was a really fab part to play. Playing the bastard, illegitimate son of Gloucester. Really, really fun and a brilliant production. But I've had lots of favourites, but yeah, I'm going to say that one because it was the last time I was on stage.